Hey, what is up, everybody? I'm back, and I kind of said that I would make a Lynette guide, and I'm making a Lynette guide. Here it is. All right, starting off, Lynette is an anemo character. Wow, insane, right? I can't believe I've said that. But Lynette is an anemo character that is free to play. And the only other anemo free-to-play character is Anemo Traveler. Yeah, Anemo Traveler is losing this by a mile. I don't really recommend it. But Lynette is a free-to-play anemo character. The only thing that she has on a downside is her unCCableness. She can't CC, which kind of sucks for an anemo character because anemo characters really do need to CC. Example, Kazuha. Kazuha's good because he can CC and also his damage output is really good. Venti, while not having the best damage output, has amazing CC capabilities. That's why he's still really good. And Sucrose, amazing orb generation, and of course doesn't have that very good CC abilities. The amount of orbs that she can create is ungodly, and that's why she's really good for national. But first up, let's talk about attributes. Lynette is going to be focusing on two attributes that I recommend really that you should be focused on. Now, for my artifacts, I am running complete and utter ass. It's gonna be fine. I am running complete and utter poo, but you're gonna be focused on EM. Get that up as high as you can. Next up is going to be your ER. Your ER is also going to be very important, as Lynette is very energy hungry, I would say that, as her burst would probably cost around 70, which is a lot for what it is. Now, those two stats are very good, but I also recommend that you go ahead and invest into crit rate, as you are going to be running a sword that revolves around you getting crits. And that weapon is going to be Favonia's Sword. Favonia's Sword is very good because it gives you that ER bonus, but you also need to crit for even more orbs. It is probably her best in slot compared to a lot of other weapons that you could probably use. Some other weapons of note are the sword that I will not pronounce because it is French and I don't want to pronounce a French word. Other weapons are Sacrificial Sword, Kagaguchi, Skyward Blade, and of course, Freedom Sworn for the pay-to-win people. But these are all great weapons. You can use any one of them, but I really do recommend you go ahead and invest into a Favonia's Sword. Artifact-wise, use VV set. Just use VV set. Just use VV set. If you use anything else, I'm going to cry. You can use Emblem of Severed Fates if you feel like it. I don't recommend it. Or Noblesse. I also don't recommend that. I really don't. But her best set indefinitely is going to be VV set. For your sands, you're going to be either focusing on ER or attack percentage. Your goblet is going to be a Nemo damage percentage, and your circlet is going to be crit rate and crit damage. Constellation wise, we are going to be talking about C1 and 4. C1 is great because you can finally CC, but for me, I don't have a constellation first, so I can't CC any enemies. So for the pay to win people, there you go. C1, you lucky bastards. C4, you get another charge for your E, which is really good altogether because that means more orbs and more CC capabilities because you got C4 now. That's good for you. Now, I should also give mention to C6. C6 will get her into the DPS category, but I don't really recommend it as her stats are pretty fucking shit. Talent-wise, we're going to be focused on burst and skill. You focus on your normal attacks, I'm going to cry. Your normal attacks are not the best. Your first talent, if you use your Q, you get an attack buff just for literally existing and also using your Q, which is already at 20% attack buff. This other passive talent buffs up your burst. It's okay, as she's not going to be really made for DPS. No, he's not going to be the best for DPS, man. And her other passive talent. As of right now, this has literally no use because not a lot of underwater areas are in the game. But as of right now, it's okay. Now for the most important part. Team compositions. First up, we have a Linny team. Now, this is the most recommended team I actually definitely do recommend. This is going to be synergizing a lot with Lynette. Lynette is able to get on field easy peasy and squeezy. I'm so corny. Now, the thing is with this team that you would usually run a Kazuha. Now, the thing is, I use a Kazuha in this team, and I can see the only problem with this team is that there's no CC. No CC to be having, and no CC to be given. It kind of sucks. Kinda. The difference between Kazuha and Lynette is that Lynette can get on field as fast as she can and use her Q as fast as she can. She doesn't need to be on field for 24/7, which makes her a great alternative pick for this team. The first team I am going to be giving a 9 out of 10. The next team I definitely do recommend is an Ayaka team. This Ayaka team is basically just permafrost Ayaka, as it's basically the same. You just replace Kazuha with this team. So yeah, nothing really changes. But if we were to put this in terms, Kazuha is still the better pick here. This is definitely second best. This team, really good. I'm going to probably give this team 8.5. 8.5 out of team. Third up, we have a Raiden national team. And this team is amazing too. You're just replacing Kazuha with Lynette. I feel like this is going to be a very big trend. yeah, she doesn't have a lot of like original teams. I will tell you that. She works very well as she doesn't have to be on field for 24/7, so she can just get in and get out, and also able to give your Raiden Shogun even more attack buff. That's a 20% attack buff. Hey, let's go. Good for them. This is a 9 out of 10 team too. Last team I'm going to be talking about is Yoimiya team. This team is good too. Lynette synergizes a lot with Yoimiya as she's able to, you know, get on field and get out of field. Usually this would be a spot reserved for Kazuha once again, but you know, we're not going to talk much about that. It's fine. This team synergizes very well with Lynette, able to get that damage off and attack buff just for Yoimiya, which is really good. So it works very well either side. I'm going to give this team a 7.5 out of 10. It's not the best team, I'd say, but pretty good. I don't know if I forgot another team. I probably did an Iota team. I will show up on the screen if I did. But if I didn't, well, I'm lying and I will cut this out. I'm going to be completely real. I do think Lynette is good. Not the best character that we've gotten. Sufficiently good for free-to-plays. And for you free-to-plays, I know you guys don't have Yelan. So guess what? You get your own Yelan E. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.